Welcome to this very important Bitcoin update. The big news for tomorrow is that the Fed will hike again. The expectation is that the Fed will raise by 75 basis points, which means 0.75%. If they raise only 50 basis points, that will be very bullish and we can see a potential pump. We will talk about the targets in just a second. But if the Fed raises 100 basis points in a single meeting, that would be very tragic for the price of crypto, including Bitcoin, of course. So let's step back a little bit and let's go back to the all-time high at $69,000. Bitcoin has been going on this treacherous downtrend, and this yellow line was acting as resistance. We had this touch here, we had another touch here, and more recently we actually broke through this trend line. We had the retest as we mentioned in the previous Bitcoin update, and now it has been going a little bit sideways, a little bit on the upside, but still we are facing resistance on this orange line. The orange line is the 100 moving average. So the green line is the 50 and the red is the 200 moving average. For tomorrow, it is very important if you are using leverage to keep that leverage extremely low. I would not suggest anything higher than 4x because there will be scam wicks on the upside, on the downside. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. They will want to liquidate both bulls and bears. So you really have to pay attention to this. But anyway, let's talk about targets. So Bitcoin has some areas that it will recover. For example, this downtrend, this happened very fast. It was a very quick, strong movement. The same thing around here. Bitcoin will recover these levels. It's just a matter of when. It's not something easy to predict because people were expecting, oh, here we're going to recover to these levels here. And it did not happen. It just went straight back down. And the same thing could happen now, but we need to pay attention that we could see this resistance on the 200 moving average first before crashing again. I do expect the price to go lower. I don't think this was the actual bottom. I think we still need to see capitulation. We need to talk about this other area. So this was a very strong movement and we did not see any pullback. So this is my capitulation area that I'm expecting to see, something around 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, around these levels. So now the question is, are we going down to these levels or are we going up to these levels? And that will depend basically on the Fed. This is the single most important factor in the Bitcoin price. And it kind of sucks. The whole market can change on one phrase of one person, which is ridiculous in my opinion, but that's the way it is right now. Anyway, on a crazy upside, and let's say Bitcoin break this 200 moving average, then we can expect the price to go a little bit further all the way to recover these levels here, so around 38,000, but this is very far away. I just realized I draw something strange here. Let's take that back. So I think they will not go too crazy, probably just 75 basis points, maybe just a scam wick up and down and not much else. We'll have to see though, so pay attention for tomorrow. The FOMC will happen at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I suppose some people don't like that I am very bearish, but there is no way for me to be bullish in this scenario because Europe is going bankrupt. Europe is going down. There's a lot of protests happening. So people wanting to get out of NATO to stop the war in Ukraine, drop their sanctions in Russia because they don't have energy. They will freeze in winter. So we have protests in France, we have protests in Moldova, a huge protest in Czech Republic, in Romania, which is also another country close to Ukraine that is being affected. We also have protests in Germany, in Italy. So this is a very tricky situation to be bullish. I believe a lot of these governments will come down unless they reverse course. So the positive side of this is that maybe, just maybe, the war in Ukraine will be stopped because of European pressure. Let's see if it will happen. For now, they don't seem to be wanting to negotiate with the Russians. I really hope they negotiate a peace deal. I am in Ukraine right now. I'm recording this in Ukraine. So for me, it's very important that we actually have peace. That's why I haven't been posting much. A lot of things going on. By the way, most of my news I get is directly from Zero Hedge. Zero Hedge is the best news platform. It tells you stuff that the mainstream media will never say. And it is also very financial based. So there's a lot of talks about the Fed hiking, and that's where I get most of my news. This video is not sponsored by Zero Hedge in any way, but I do appreciate Zero Hedge a lot. Anyway, this is my Bitcoin quick update for the Fed meeting tomorrow. By the way, if you still don't have a Binance account, sign up on the best crypto exchange with the best Binance referral code. The link will be in the pinned comment. 20% off your Binance trading fees for life, plus a $300 sign up bonus if you buy during the first 7 days of opening your account. Thank you for watching. I am How to Buy Bitcoin, and I will see you on the next Bitcoin update.